Sogno dejebni vericiyle. Tiftinler tabii görmemi.
A beautiful blonde girl was relaxing on a sunny beach, not realizing that a group of dangerous men was secretly taking photos of her. The photos were soon sent to a mysterious man who quickly noticed two attractive girls among them. After a brief discussion, they came up with a plan and sent a charming man to approach the girls. The women relaxed their guard and were suddenly kidnapped. They were thrown into a cage with other captives, marking the start of their nightmare. Just a few hours earlier, Carla and her best friend Tammin had been enjoying a vacation at a seaside villa, unaware that the place was filled with human traffickers searching for beautiful women. The gang treated the women like expensive products to make huge profits. The victims were locked in containers and taken away. With a strict 3-day deadline, the boss told his men to destroy all evidence. Meanwhile, Carla and Tammin were still relaxing in the sun, unaware of the danger around them. Their beauty quickly caught the traffickers' attention. Photos of them were sent to the boss, who became excited and immediately ordered his men to set a trap. Leonard, the man sent to approach the girls, tried to charm them, but they stayed cautious. Not giving up, he secretly followed them, found out where their villa was, and reported back. That night, Carla was on the phone with her mother, telling her about the day. Her mother warned her to stay safe. Just moments after the call ended, someone knocked on the door. Carla opened the door and was instantly drugged. At the same time, Tammin, who was listening to music, realized Carla was missing. She hurried to check and was quickly knocked out too. The traffickers sped away, locking both girls in the trunk of their car. Leonard hesitated and asked what had happened to them, but the gang didn't care. Money was all that mattered. Carla and Tammin were taken to the boss, who examined them and then threw them into the basement with the other captives. Terrified, the girls could hardly speak. Carla soon realized that Tammin had been taken away to be examined by the boss. It slowly sank in that they were going to be sold as sex slaves. The other captives had already accepted this horrible truth, and more victims kept arriving. Leonard received a stack of cash, and the traffickers were told that even more women would be coming soon. On their way back, the gang unexpectedly ran into the police. A thug armed with a knife became a serious threat. Leonard hid while chaos broke out. One officer was stabbed, and another was killed. The gang stole the officers' guns, and Leonard secretly grabbed several phones. The guards warned the girls that the desert was dangerous and freezing at night, making escape almost impossible. Soon after, the boss got a call from a buyer. Even though one girl was missing, he decided to go through with the deal. The parents of the missing girls were in panic. Tammin's mother and Carla's mother got in touch and realized their daughters had vanished from the same tourist area. The police quickly organized a search operation. Meanwhile, in the basement, Carla gathered the other girls to share what they knew to help each other survive. One victim told her story. She had been on the beach when a handsome young man approached her, invited her to dinner, and later drugged her at a house in the desert. Another girl said she had found a man's wallet, returned it, and ended up getting close to Leonard, the same man who had approached all of them. The boss inspected each victim as if they were merchandise. One girl whispered about someone who had tried to fight back. That girl was beaten, photographed, and then vanished. To the traffickers, beauty was everything. Any imperfection made a girl harder to sell. Meanwhile, Leonard called his sick sister and sent her money, hinting that he was stuck in a life of crime. The next morning, Carla found a piece of electrical wire. Leonard showed up, startling the girls and making them scream. He told them to save their energy for the sea transport and left some sedatives, hinting that he might try to help them. He also shared important information. The victims would be transported by sea, and the deal was set for the next day. After getting a tip from Tammin's mother, the police went to Carla's house. So far, there were 5 missing women. The girls had planned a trip, but the local guide hadn't noticed anything strange. Their bank accounts also showed no activity. The police said it was too early to take action, but the captain decided to launch a new investigation anyway. Unaware of this, the girls started making their own escape plan. Carla took charge, and together they began preparing to fight back. When the boss brought Tammin a drink laced with drugs, she pretended to sip it, secretly spat it out, then smashed the bottle over his head and ran. His men quickly chased after her. Carla waited nearby, ready to act. Lucy distracted 2 guards by flirting with them, and another girl helped. They managed to turn the camera away just in time. Then they poured sedatives into the guards' beer, successfully tricking them. The boss turned the camera back on, not realizing what had just happened. Meanwhile, the police told Carla's mother that the kidnappers might know she was wealthy and could be waiting for a ransom. Some officers, however, thought the opposite, that the kidnappers might not even know how rich her family really was. Back at the hideout, one guard started feeling sleepy from the sedatives, while the other stayed awake. The camera recorded everything, and the boss panicked when he saw the girls trying to escape. He immediately ordered his men to chase them. A few girls managed to get out first, but one panicked, tripped, and fell onto a metal bar, dying instantly. Carla, Lucy, and another girl climbed over the wall and ran into the desert, their hearts pounding with adrenaline. They ran frantically, but the traffickers were right behind them. One thug cut them off and caught the third girl. She fought back fiercely, even biting off his finger, but he lost control and killed her brutally. Carla told Lucy to split up so they'd have a better chance to survive. They hid in a narrow mountain crevice, staying silent as the pursuers circled back toward their vehicle. Exhausted, Carla saw a house in the distance and ran toward it. She knocked on the door, begging for help, but no one answered. Desperate, she hit the door with a rock, hurting her hand but refusing to stop. When she tried to open the lock inside, she accidentally set off an alarm. The boss saw it on the monitor, realized someone was in the house, and immediately sent his men to check it out. Unaware that danger was closing in, Carla searched the house for food and water. Meanwhile, Lucy reached an old, run-down hut, but found nothing useful inside, just a homeless man and no supplies. She decided to keep moving. Tam was running in fear, chased by a vehicle. She slipped and fell onto a sharp, dry tree branch, which pierced her body. Realizing there was no chance of saving her, the trafficker cursed and reported back to the boss, who ordered him to capture the remaining girls. Despite the pain, Tammin pulled the branch out of her body and hit her pursuer in the head with a rock, buying herself some time. Inside the house, Carla found a woman's wallet and remembered Lucy's story about how Leonard had once taken her to a similar place. She noticed a camera in the corner of the room and instantly felt something was wrong. Grabbing a knife and some food, she quietly slipped out just as a vehicle pulled up outside. One trafficker went inside, but Carla managed to sneak past him, leaving the food behind. Another thug was waiting outside, so she hid behind a car and held her breath until they drove off. Angry that none of the girls had been caught, the boss kept driving around and eventually spotted Lucy. The boss went after them. Lucy hid inside a cave, but accidentally made a noise. She grabbed a rock to defend herself, which drew a thug's attention. He caught her, trying to strangle and assault her. Carla rushed in and slashed his throat, while Lucy, terrified, stabbed him repeatedly. The two girls helped each other up and ran for their lives. Another trafficker found the body and began chasing them, watching through binoculars. Meanwhile, the police found a voice message on one of the victims' phones that Leonard had accessed earlier. They traced the signal to a desert route and began organizing a search. The boss, sensing trouble, checked the cameras and realized that Leonard had betrayed him. Leonard had left just before the girls escaped, making himself look suspicious. Lucy wanted to keep running, but Carla refused. She was determined to go back to the villa. When Lucy asked why, Carla revealed a painful memory her sister had drowned when they were children, and she had tried but failed to save her. The guilt had haunted her ever since. Now, Carla was determined to rescue the other girls and destroy the trafficking ring to stop more lives from being ruined. Lucy, torn between fear and emotion, decided to go her own way and try to escape alone. Meanwhile, a trafficker saw Carla and attacked her in a rage. Hearing Carla's screams, Lucy hesitated for a moment but then threw a rock at the man's head. Carla managed to stab him in the eye, blinding him. The two girls grabbed each other's hands and ran together. Carla quickly realized that the trafficker's vehicle was their only chance to escape. Meanwhile, Tamsin, who had stolen a car, collapsed from heavy blood loss. Back at the hideout, the boss called Leonard in and showed him a video proving his betrayal. Enraged, he slammed Leonard's head against the table, dragged him out into the desert, and shot him. Barely clinging to life, Leonard crawled toward a car and saw Tamsin's lifeless body in the driver's seat. Feeling guilty, Leonard took a radio and drove off to find Carla and Lucy, hoping to make things right and keep them safe. Meanwhile, Carla's mother, desperate with worry, had paid for a helicopter to search around the villa. Back at the hideout, only the boss was left. When he heard a vehicle approaching, he grabbed his gun, thinking it was new victims arriving. Leonard pretended to be making a delivery and tricked him into coming outside. At that moment, Carla and Lucy ambushed the boss, hitting him with blunt objects until he passed out. When he woke up, he found himself locked in the basement, surrounded by the girls. Still defiant, he tried to fight back, but Lucy took her revenge by castrating him. The other girls stopped her and pulled her away, leaving the boss to suffer the consequences of his actions. The helicopter arrived just in time. The girls' mothers burst into tears when they saw their daughters alive. For a brief, emotional moment, Carla imagined her sister being saved from the river that had taken her years ago. The nightmare was finally over. The traffickers were defeated, and the girls were free at last. This is the complete story of Excape 2023, a tale of courage, resilience, and survival. The movie has come to an end. If you enjoyed it, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel for more videos, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss future updates. Don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.